Hey guys, Lord Naren, White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video on my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, today continuing Baldur's Gate 3. Without further ado, let's have some fun. So in this week's video, we're going to start by talking with Enver Gortash at the audience hall. So let's keep going. Oh, interesting, there's a thief stash marker on the top of the building over here, though I'm not sure how we get there. We'll have to figure that out some other time. Let's keep going. So who can we talk to here? I think we're definitely just meant to progress ahead. But I'll go ahead and start by talking with the guards here.
Big day, can hardly contain myself.
He seems excited. Fist Earth Digger.
An Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Well, you have today. Handmaiden.
Shh.
Okay.
Don't like the
Fistborn
look of this
Hollow.
Gartash fellow. But don't you tell him I said that.
Okay. That's good that she actually did say that, though. Maybe some divided support here. Fist class.
Silence. I don't want to miss a single word.
Alright, and let's talk with this person here. Servant Cavell.
Do mind your manners.
Alright. And what I wanted to do here is I want to just walk here because I wanted to get the full scope of this fort here, which is just so cool because, as you can see, the devs intended for us to just walk up this passageway here all the way to the Lord himself. So let's do that.
Looking ahead.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city.
Go ahead and say, point taken. I'll keep things peaceful.
The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people. I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
We could say, what kind of understanding do you suggest? Or, why is the crown failing? Or, you're a dead man, I can't let you take over the city. No, we won't say that. Instead, I'll say, I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
I'm not afraid of her.
You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
You could say, what do you propose? Or, it's going to take a lot to make me trust you. I don't want to trust him. I'm surprised the game's not giving me another option. So for now, we'll say, you want me to believe you mean no harm to the city.
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
Absolutely
I can
not.
detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's start by saving here, and because we're gonna go with the insight check option there, which says, insight, examine Gortash's body language and expressions. Can you trust him? Not sure I'll get this. Nice.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
We could say, as allies, it seems none of you can be trusted, you or Ketheric. I'm not going to pledge my paladin oath to him. We could say, I'll think about it, no promises. But I think what we obviously have to do is to say, to hells with your pact. I'm just going to look up online, should you ally with Gortash? Obviously, I think we shouldn't, but still. There actually people are saying that it would be very beneficial, but I just think we shouldn't. I don't know why so many of the online guides seem to be saying you should. We're not going to. I'm not going to side with... The reason why is I'm not going to side with Gortash in the end. So why should I deceive him and lie now? That's not the paladin way. That's not the honorable way. You know, so if you say something, you should try and back it up. So one example I give of this, you remember much earlier in the game, before Act 2 in the Githyanki crash, we can sell the Githyanki egg to that woman. And at first I was thinking like maybe we won't, but at the end of the day I gave her my word I would give her the egg, so I did. And so since I'm not going to side with Gortash in the end, I'm just going to tell him now, to hells with your pact, because that way he knows that we're not on his side. To the hells with your pact.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp? A little redundant of me to say, but that could be anyone.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
You're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Okay, let's go ahead and say, all right.
Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Well done. So let's save here.
Prepare an arm. The Steel Watch. Next, we identify all enemies within our world.
So Karlach needs to talk with Enver Gortash, I think. But Will also needs to talk with Duke Ravengard. Return to Mazor. Let's talk with these. Let's talk with these people.
You will see sense, and you will return to me when you do. Bring Orin's Netherstone with you. Come without it, and my lord's wrath will be loosed.
Okay. Duke Alder Ravengard.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn?
Let's say Baldurian, by the gods, what have they made of the city's great hero?
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods. Let the people rejoice. In Archduke Gortash's
Let's talk with everybody
hands,
else here.
They are
Really cool.
new
Let's talk
age
with
is
Duke
upon us.
Dillard Porter.
Gods have mercy on those who would stand.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
Okay, Duke Dillard, thanks. What about Lord Ruga Shattershield?
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
What
Your
about
first act
Lady
as
Ruth
Archduke, my
Valenica?
lord.
We prepare an army of our own.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
And Lady Ashfield Guthmere.
Loyal.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Lady Winstra
Traitors put here.
Hulhullen.
Any who dare speak ill.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Lord Randolph Vamas.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
They speak very highly of him. Flaming Fist Bella. Oh, there are a lot of people here. A lot. Let's start with Lord Milton
I so fancy a
Tillerturn.
glass of dragon dew.
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
And how about Lady Silifrey Shashenstar?
A young pink Clary would most... What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year, at most.
And how about Admiral Peel Hulhullen?
My palate.
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right thing.
And how about Servant Neske?
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone.
Okay. Start with Servant Cavell. Lady Madeline Whitburn.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
Interesting. Lady Halel Birch.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
They speak very highly of him.
Oh, nice, Kate.
Lord
Why
Sarkin
must we make
Ailmain.
everything such a bother?
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
Okay. Next. Lady Frida Oberon.
Ravengard freed from the Hells. Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
So it seems, lady, but I don't believe so. Lady Beatrice Prevost.
Today, my lady.
Okay.
In that case,
Let's climb this ladder and see if we can get the, if this leads to the roof by any chance.
Sunfish, my lady.
Interesting. Is there people to talk to here? There sure are. So let's go talk over here. Let's talk with Handmaiden Corinne. Oh, we already talked with her. Let's just head over here instead. Maybe Fist Kyberos.
Let's get going.
Hail the Archduke. His safety is my duty.
Well said.
His life, if needed. Although it's been some
Lord
years
Raylan
since I last
Janet.
donned my armor.
Finally, a leader worthy of this city.
Next is Lord Mir Ravenshade.
Thank the living gods, Gortash is here to protect us.
Lady Alice Belt.
An historic day, the city's first Archduke.
Next, Baron Callum Bormel.
Archduke? Quite something, don't you think?
It sure is.
I dare say Baldur himself would approve.
Mm-hmm. On we go. So let's go talk with Mizora.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated.
You could say, where's he been taken? Or, that was fast. I thought Gortash would have more use for the Duke in Worm's Rock. Or what I will say, which is relocated. What are you playing at, devil?
Rude. This is Gortash's game. I'm just an impartial observer. Ravenguard's good as dead. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something, don't you?
I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
See you there, Mizora. And actually, that is where I'll go ahead and go to the camp, because remember, we also have a doppelganger at the camp, and we have to go find out who the doppelganger is. So we'll figure out both paths there. So let's talk with everybody at our camp. See if we can find the imposter.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Okay, Yenna. Clearly Yenna is not the imposter. We don't even get an option to talk with her in a way that would indicate she might be an imposter. Okay, here we go. Karlak.
Mizora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Okay. Who is the doppelganger?
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
Okay. Okay, so we've reached the lower city, so let's talk with her.
A true one and Will good. Gedrick thought he was safe too.
And what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp? So I missed something there, but that's okay.
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
You mentioned there might be another way to find Minsk.
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Okay.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Okay. What about Will?
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mizora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mizora's started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Mizora's up to no good, up to nothing good, that's for certain.
Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mizora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Could it be true? Duke Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
I have a feeling that one of these two is the imposter. That's just my thought. I have a feeling the imposter is Isabel for some reason.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Isabel?
Keeping very well, I hope?
It's not, so never mind. What about Halston?
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
Okay. Gale?
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
Shadowheart.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
What if the imposter is with us?
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
No, let's leave. So where is Mizora? Do we need to rest in order to talk with Mizora? Talk with Lae'zel quickly.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Okay. Mizora doesn't seem to be here. Let's go ahead and long rest. There's Mizora.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Just what are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
What are you proposing?
A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
And that is where I'll go ahead and end the video there for this week. And what beautiful animation actually it is to end the video on. And so with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.